And the spread of dengue and other vector-borne diseases in western UP has led to a flood of patients at hospital OPDs. At least 51 children and 14 adults have died, revealing the heartbreaking reality of the UP health system. In Firozabad, the worst affected district, most cases are those of dengue and dengue hemorrhagic fever, which is a more fatal form of dengue amongst children. The designated hospital is completely overwhelmed. Here's a report by Meher Pandey and Jitendra Kishore.
For the last 4 days, 9-month-old Rohan is suffering from fever and cold. His family have rushed him to this hospital in Firozabad, hoping to get proper and timely treatment.
4 दिन हो गए इसे।
4 दिन हो गए।
हाँ।
और भी कुछ हुआ है?
सर्दी, जुकाम, बुखार और कल से दस्त भी होने लगे इसे। हाँ, प्राइवेट ले गई थी, वहाँ डॉक्टर उठ चुके थे और 2 दिन से प्राइवेट ही दिखा रही हूँ। हाँ, वहाँ आराम नहीं मिला बिल्कुल।
Beside them, Rohan's grandmother Guddi sits with his cousin 1-month-old Param, who is also waiting for treatment. These are the faces of the health emergency in Uttar Pradesh, with a severe form of dengue spreading, particularly impacting children, causing their blood platelets to fall dramatically. The official death toll is 50, of which 40 are children. But just in the last hour, we witnessed the death of a young boy not older than 5. His mother was hysterical with grief, but she couldn't do anything because the boy was brought to hospital too late. There are many who die like this without treatment in the surrounding villages. Top health ministry sources have said that sample testing has confirmed a dengue outbreak. A central team is in Firozabad and will submit a report on Monday. Of 200 samples, dengue is confirmed in over 100. Some cases of scrub typhus have also been detected. This hospital in Firozabad, designated to treat dengue and viral fever cases, is a 100-bedded facility, but has increased capacity to treat 400 patients. But even before the treatment begins, the first challenge is to get lab reports.
सुबह हुई थी रिपोर्ट 7 बजे, आज हमारा अभी बज रहा है, टाइमिंग हो रही है 4 बजे की, अभी रिपोर्ट नहीं आई है। अब क्या बजे को हम दिखाएं रिपोर्ट, कब प्लेटों की व्यवस्था करें?
Crowds here are so overwhelming that the police is now limiting the number of people allowed to enter with each patient. 45-year-old Usha Jain is waiting in the parking lot for news of her nephew.
वो पुलिस वाले बैठे हैं, वो कह रहे हैं कि अंदर अलाउड नहीं है, एक ही जना जाएगा, जिसकी माँ होगी या जिसका कार्ड होगा वही अंदर जा सकता है।
6-year-old Gaurav got fever and abdominal pain 3 days ago. Just 10 minutes later, Gaurav walks out of the hospital for a break from the crowds. His father says it's suffocating inside, with 2 children lying on one bed.
बच्चा घबरा रहा था, वो एकदम घुटनती थी, इसलिए मैं पर उसको नीचे लेके आया हूँ। घुटन एकदम ये हो रही है, वहाँ पे एक तो बच्चों के एक बेड पर 2 बच्चे।
The principal of the hospital says though the number of patients has increased, there have been no deaths recorded in the last 24 hours.
Sometimes it's a थोड़ा सा panic is blessing in disguise कि जो है patients हल्का सा भी बुखार होते हुए आ रहे हैं, तो उनमें recovery बहुत अच्छा हो रहा है कि since 24 hours कोई death भी नहीं हुआ है.
A top state health official, Alok Kumar, inspected the hospital today. He said the UP government was not trying to hide any deaths, but would examine the situation.
ऐसा है, देखिए आंकड़े छुपाने की कोई बात नहीं है. आज मैं आया हूँ, अभी तो मैंने सिर्फ माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी ने मुझे निर्देश दिया है कि मैं फिरोजाबाद में कैंप करूँगा.
Dengue spreads every year in the monsoon season, but somehow still the UP government was caught off guard. It's resulted in chaos and tragedy at hospitals like this. With Jitendra Kishore and Sushil Rathi, Meher Pandey for NDTV.
The centre signed a tripartite Kirbi peace accord in the presence of the Union Home Minister, the Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and representatives of Kirbi outfits in the national capital. The accord is significant as the insurgency by Kirbi, a major ethnic community of Assam groups dotted by several factions and splinters, has had a long history in Assam marked by killings, ethnic violence, abductions and taxations since the late 1980s. Nearly 200 Kirbi militants who were part of the 1,040 militants who surrendered before the Assam government on the 25th of February this year were present during the signing.
ये दिन असम और कार्बी क्षेत्र के इतिहास में सुवर्णमयी अक्षरों के साथ निश्चित रूप से लिखा जाएगा, क्योंकि आज 5 से अधिक संगठनों के लगभग 1000 कैडर ने हथियार डालकर मेन स्ट्रीम में आने की शुरुआत करी है और उनके पुनर्वासन के लिए असम सरकार और भारत सरकार पूर्णतया कटिबद्ध है।
It's a very big achievement. 1,000 militant will surrender in terms of this agreement, and lot of sophisticated arms will be deposited, and complete peace will come back. So it is a very big achievement. I'd like to offer my sincere gratitude to the Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, and Home Minister Amit Shah ji for this path-breaking initiative. Territorial integrity of Assam will be preserved.
Now, by polls for the Bhabinipur Assembly seat in Bengal, the seat that Mamata Banerjee must win to remain Chief Minister, will be held on the 30th of September, is what the Election Commission has said. Votes will be counted on the 3rd of October, the poll body said in its notification. The poll panel also announced by-poll dates for 2 other seats in Bengal, Samsarganj and Jangipur, as well as Pipli in Odisha. Now, the BJP will mark Prime Minister Narendra Modi's birthday on the 17th of September with a mega events, service and dedication program from the day till October. So, the BJP's mega plans the Seva and Samarpan Abhiyan to begin from the Prime Minister's birthday on the 17th, celebrations to mark the Prime Minister's 20 years in public service, 5 crore postcards to be sent from BJP booths across India to Prime Minister hoardings to thank the Prime Minister for free food, grain and vaccination for the poor, special exhibitions as well dedicated to the life of the Prime Minister in poll-bound UP, campaign to clean river Ganga at 71 sites to mark the Prime Minister's birthday. Now, while many children were orphaned during the corona crisis, orphanages are facing major challenges now. Social institutions are the biggest supporters along with government funds, but orphanages say they're also facing nearly 50% cut in donations, majorly affecting their functioning.
Orphanages are facing serious challenges during the pandemic. Most orphanages and social institutions that help orphan children are facing a shortage of donations that fund the projects.
डोनेशन हमारा लगभग 50% से भी ज़्यादा घट चुका है, क्योंकि जो शुरुआत में जो लोगों की एक हिम्मत थी वो अब टूट चुकी है. उनको खुद का घर संभालने में तकलीफ हो रही है, तो हम उनको फोर्स भी नहीं कर सकते हैं. हाँ, डोनेशंस में काफ़ी फर्क पड़ा है.
Kanchan Pawar looks after the management of the Santosh Institute for Mentally Challenged Children at Mira Road on the outskirts of Mumbai. She says that even those who offer voluntary services like education are not coming due to a lack of funds.
इस पैंडेमिक में हमारा जो ऑर्फनेज चल रहा है, बच्चों के लिए रेसिडेंशियल सेटअप हम लोग जो चला रहे हैं, उसमें बहुत सारी समस्या आ रही है. फिलहाल तो हमारा जो डोनेशन था पहले जो जिस तरह से आ रहा था वो पूरे तरीके से बंद हो चुका है. जो लोगों का सपोर्ट था, जो वॉलंटरी सिस्टम चालू थी बच्चों के लिए, जो टीचर्स सर्विस दे रहे थे, उसमें हम लोगों को परेशानी दिक्कत महसूस करने आ रही है.
These are pictures of a government children's home in Mankhurd. The conditions abysmal. Giants Group of Baikala, a social organization associated with BJP leader Shaina NC, is providing financial assistance to some orphanages. But COVID protocols have now disrupted the entry of outsiders into orphanages, so concern has increased for the residents.
पूरे इंडिया में हम लोग घूमते हैं तो गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से बहुत स्मॉल अमाउंट देते हैं. एक बच्चे के पीछे बहुत छोटा अमाउंट देते हैं. अभी ये लिटिल फंड्स में उनका मेंटेनेंस भी बराबर नहीं होता है. तो अभी हमने मानखुर्द में बीआरसी का इतनी बदतर खराब हालत थी, इतनी खराब हालत थी कि वहाँ पे पानी का बंदोबस्त नहीं था, और पानी नहीं था. 80 बच्चे थे और उनको टॉयलेट में जाने के बाद पानी नहीं मिल रहा था. वो इट वाज स्टिंकिंग लाइक एनीथिंग. आदमी 50 फीट 100 फीट दूर भी वहाँ पे नहीं जा सकते, और यहाँ पे बच्चे रहते थे. जब हमको मालूम पड़ा तो हमने इमीडिएटली वो मेंटेनेंस ले लिया।
हर बच्चे का वो लोग 50 रुपीज पर डे की तरफ से गवर्नमेंट देता है और वो 50 रुपीज भी दे कैन ओनली बाय टेंडर उनको भेजना पड़ता है। तो उसमें वो सिर्फ राशन के आइटम्स और फ्रूट्स और वेजिटेबल्स जो सब वो लोग के ही होते हैं, गवर्नमेंट के ही सारे लोग होते हैं, तो वो लोग भेजते हैं और उसमें से उनके पैसे कट हो जाते हैं। पैसे हाथ में उनको कुछ भी नहीं मिलता है, नो क्लोथ्स, नथिंग।
Recently, 54 children from 3 children's homes in Mumbai were found to be COVID positive. The lack of financial help is proving to be a double whammy amid increased responsibilities of protecting children during the pandemic. With Pooja Bharadwaj in Mumbai, Sana Marwaha for NDTV.
Time for us to slip into a short break. Coming up on the other side, India gets a 4th gold at the Paralympic Games. We'll get you all the details. Welcome back. A series of videos have surfaced showing the body of separatist Saeed Ali Shah Gilani, that it was wrapped in the Pakistani flag before it was taken into custody by the Jammu and Kashmir police, who gave him a quiet burial on Thursday morning. The police said a case has now been registered under the strict anti-terror law, UAPA. The 92-year-old pro-Pakistan separatist died on Wednesday evening. His death was followed by a security clampdown and suspension of phone and internet services in Kashmir. The video surfaced after broadband internet and phone services were restored in Kashmir last night. A mobile internet service, however, remained blocked. The police have also enforced restrictions to prevent gatherings. The Samyukt Kisan Morcha is going to hold a farmers' Maha Panchayat in UP's Muzaffarnagar on Sunday, and farmers have already started to pour in to Muzaffarnagar. Farmers are starting Mission UP from Muzaffarnagar on Sunday. More than 8,000 security personnel will be deployed to maintain the law and order there. Saurabh Shukla sent us this report.
Right now I'm standing in Muzaffarnagar's GIC ground, where farmers are going to hold their Kisan Maha Panchayat tomorrow on Sunday, and they are going to start their Mission UP from this ground. As you can see, one day prior to Kisan Maha Panchayat, thousands of farmers have already reached here. You can see more than 3,000 to 4,000 farmers are still here. Farmers have come here from across the country, from Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, Telangana, West Bengal. Farmers are pouring in from last 2-3 days. In fact, Kisan Maha Panchayat, Sept Kisan Morcha has organized more than 500 langars to feed these farmers. Gurudwaras have opened their doors. In fact, volunteers are on road tracking and making sure that there should be no traffic. I am joined by Yudhveer Singh of Samyukt Kisan Morcha, who is one of the organizers of this Kisan Maha Panchayat. This is hometown of Rakesh and Naresh Tikar, who are one of the faces, and Yudhveer ji is also a face. He has been meeting Indian government regarding the issues of farmers. Sir, किसान महापंचायत मुजफ्फरनगर में कितनी बड़ी किसान महापंचायत होने जा रही है?
देखिए, जो अभी आपने कहा, हमारे 2,500 लंगर हैं, 1,500 तो मोबाइल लंगर हैं जो ट्रैक्टर की ट्रॉलियों में मूव करेंगे। रोड पे जो भी दिखाई देगा वहीं रोक के उसको खाना खिलाएंगे, 1,500 से, और 1,000 लंगर ऐसे हैं जो परमानेंट हमने लगाए हैं। और तमाम जिले के हर गांव में व्यवस्था है, कोई भी आदमी कहीं किसी गांव में जाके किसी घर में रुक सकता है, उसकी रहने खाने की पूरी व्यवस्था पूरे जिले भर में। तो ये अपने तरह का एक अलग मतलब आप मॉडल देखेंगे जो देश को मैं आपको कहीं देखने को नहीं।
सर, इस किसान महापंचायत का क्या असर होने वाला है? संयुक्त किसान मोर्चा ने कहा है कि यूपी उत्तराखंड में बीजेपी का विरोध करेंगे आप लोग।
देखिए, कहीं ना कहीं जब लोग निराश होते हैं तो इस प्रजातंत्र में एक ही पर्व आता है जब हम उसको सेलिब्रेट करते हैं, वो है चुनाव। और चुनाव में सरकार के अच्छे कार्य हों तो खुश होकर लोग जो हैं रिपीट करते हैं, और अगर उत्पीड़न हुआ हो लोगों का तो वो कहीं ना कहीं नतीजा वहाँ मिलता है चुनाव का।
तो हम क्या देखेंगे कि आगे और ऐसी किसान महापंचायतें यूपी में होंगी?
ये पहली पंचायत है, इसके बाद 17 पंचायत 30 नवंबर तक और
17 पंचायत 30 नवंबर तक। गोरखपुर भी जाएंगे योगी जी के जिले में?
निश्चित तौर पर।
बनारस?
निश्चित तौर पर।